Let's go, Brandon. That's what I'm saying. Before we get to this video, make sure you hit like, share my videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Also, make sure that your notifications are on and they're set to all. Now, let's get into this. But first, quick commercial break. Noble Gold Investments is pleased to let you know that gold is the best investment for the class of 2022. Real estate, crypto, stocks, and bonds, gold outperformed them all in 2022. Noble Gold Investments helped thousands of clients buy real physical gold. According to longtermtrends.net, gold outperformed the S&P 500, the Dow, and Bitcoin in 2022. Had you invested in the S&P 500 a year ago, you would be down more than 20%. And if you would have invested in Bitcoin a year ago, you would be down more than 65%. And if you invested in Dow a year ago, you would be down almost 10%. And yes, gold has outperformed them all in 2022. And silver was not far behind. So what are you waiting for? Join the thousands of others by opening a gold IRA or a silver IRA with Noble Gold Investments. Invest in Noble Gold Investments before the end of this month, and you will bag a free 1/4 ounce American Eagle coin with every qualified IRA or $50,000 or more. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold Investments and their thousands of 5-star reviews. Count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Call Noble Gold Investments at 877-646-5347 for a no-pressure consultation, only conversation. Yes, that is 877-646-5347. And if you're not ready to invest, download the Noble Gold Investments Gold Investments Guide. Simply scroll down below and you will find the link in the description box. And for mobile phone users, click the More button to find the link. Now, let's get to this video. So, I've been going through the State of the Union and some of Joe Biden's highlights. I had to watch it so that you didn't have to if you didn't. But there's a couple things that stood out. And please check out the first 2 videos. I highlighted some things that kind of jumped out at me. Now, this third clip really kind of jumped out at me, but I want to focus on a particular population or group of people in our society, and that is the Christians. Okay. Now, everybody knows if you watch my channel, I am a Christian, and I do believe when you make decisions to vote for somebody, you have to take in consideration your religious beliefs, because if you vote in the wrong people, they can impact your freedom of religion if they got some crazy whacked ideas. Okay. Now, this next statement from Joe Biden addresses a topic that they've been shoving down society's throats, trying to scare us and to make us think this is a priority. So as a Christian, I want you to listen to this. If you are a Christian, if you're not, and you got common sense, this still will apply to you as well. But I want you as a Christian to bounce what this dude is trying to use to scare us in a certain direction towards accepting the Green New Deal by threatening that climate change is a huge problem. I want you to listen to this, and then I'm going to ask you a question before we close out this short clip.
Leading the world to a clean energy future, I visited the devastating aftermath of record floods, droughts, storms, and wildfires from Arizona to Mexico to all the way up to the Canadian border. More timber has been burned that I've observed from helicopters than the entire state of Missouri.
Missouri.
And we don't have global warming? Not a problem.
Well, no, it's not a problem. So now, if you follow politics just a little bit, you notice that people over in Davos and all of these globalists are always talking about the number one threat to humanity is climate change, and we're going to need you to give up all your vehicles and get electric vehicles, and we're going to need you to rearrange your whole house and put a solar panel up top. We're going to need you to stop eating meat because the cows are farting all over the place. They're always pushing this agenda. So then my question is, 1, is this true? 2, when you kind of observe with your own eyes, are you seeing a drastic change? I mean, if you've been around more than about 10 years, then you probably are able to start putting together how the seasons function. And you probably could come to some conclusion whether, you should see something in the atmosphere that would make you say, well, what these people are saying has some validity to it, because the sky was like bright red this morning. And then even though it's August the 1st, it's snowing outside. Yeah, if you were seeing those things, then maybe you might say, well, we might need to look into this. But if things have relatively been staying the same, then the question becomes, is this really happening, or are you telling us that it's happening for another agenda? Because the easiest way to get people to go along with something that they normally wouldn't go along with is to frighten them into going along with it. Okay, tell them that this is a matter of national security. We got to do this to save lives. Now, you know what I always say, the acronym for fear is false evidence appearing real. So therefore, even though you may not see it and be able to observe it with your own eyes, if you create this image in your head and you start saying, man, they told me that it was going to happen, then you might get caught slipping and accept something that will infringe upon your freedom of choice and so on and so forth. However, as a Christian, you know why this could never be true? Okay, if you're a Christian, you know that the end of the world, that the global warming and all of that mess is not going to take this globe out. It's not going to destroy the earth. That is in the hands of God. And I'm pretty sure other religions that might not even be Christians still believe that God will have the final say in regards to what happens to this planet. We are not going to be able to save this planet. We're not going to be able to add one more day of existence to this planet outside of God's will. So I don't understand how Christians, if they know God is going to be the final authority on this globe, how you can listen to these people and say, I believe what they're saying. Then you must have some twisted theology then, because at the end of the day, these globalists are not going to save this earth. God is going to burn this sucker up at some point when he gets tired of dealing with mankind. So as a Christian, when you're hearing them say this stuff, that should alert you that these politicians right here, even though Joe will get up there and say, thank God, and I'm a Catholic, and Nancy Pelosi say, and I don't hate anyone, I'm a Catholic, and I pray for the president every day. Even though they'll get up there and say that to appease the largest population that we have in America who are Christians, they will appeal to you. They do want you to vote for them, but they definitely are not bought into your religious beliefs, because if they were, they wouldn't be worried about no climate change destroying the globe. They wouldn't be trying to force you into uprooting your whole way of life, getting rid of all your gas vehicles and all of that stuff because of the fear of climate change. See, that is not biblical. We don't read no scriptures where it talk about if thou shalt not protect the global warming, then thou shalt perish from climate change. It doesn't. It specifically says how the world will end, and it has nothing to do with climate change. But the Democrats, they don't believe in that. They believe they can save humanity. But really, it's not about saving humanity. It's about driving us in a direction that we wouldn't naturally go in without them scaring us into it. So therefore, everything else that these Democrats are saying is sacrilege, blasphemy. They're liars. Why would you believe them as a Christian? And why would you vote for him as a Christian? And then I'm going to give you a couple of more examples of some things he said. And you ain't got to be a Christian to say, yeah, that's crazy. These folks are nuts. Now, before I go, hit that like button, share my videos, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, you name it. All the links are below. Check out my podcast, subscribe to my Rumble page, and subscribe to my alternative backup channels right in the About section. Click on that. Make sure when you set your notifications, you set them to all. And if you want to donate to my channel, please feel free. There's links below, my Cash App and my PayPal. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's right. I need a blessing. All right. God bless. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. Take care.